you ignore the rage, the anger, the frustration that Americans are feeling right now. You do it at your own peril. You shouldn't do it. You should not belittle or demean the people who are furious at the outcome, not because they believe that Trump legitimately lost. John Daniel Davidson wrote an article about this at the Federalist, talking about the surge of columns and posts asserting that Republicans and Trump supporters are completely bonkers, have lost touch with reality. After 4 years, he says, of marinating in falsehoods and disinformation, a term that really just means information I don't like, Trump's backers are all turned around, they tell us. They believe much that isn't so. David Brooks of the New York Times explains that these poor saps, most of whom he says are uneducated, uncredentialed people who don't live in prosperous cities, have retreated to conspiracy theories to explain their misfortune and unhappiness. People in this precarious state, he writes, are going to demand stories that will both explain their distrust back to them and also enclose them within a safe community of believers. Over at the New Yorker, the editor there, David Remnick, ponders the grave costs of Trump's assault on the press and the truth. Across the mainstream commentariat, he says, the gist is all the same. If you support Trump, you're likely a poor person who believes conspiracy theories and is dangerously connected from reality, partly because you resent successful people like, well, David Brooks of the New York Times and David Remnick of the New Yorker. You live in a fantasy land because it assuages your feelings of inferiority, which are mostly justified. You're paranoid because you're powerless. John David Danielson at the Federalist writes, but here's the thing. Everything these media elites say about Trump supporters can more properly be said about media elites themselves. Who really has been living in a fantasy land these last 4 years? Is it ordinary Americans, including a lot of educated white-collar professionals, who voted for a president that they felt would shake up the status quo? Or the press corps that perpetuated an actual conspiracy about Trump-Russia collusion for years? I mean, it was Remnick's New Yorker, for example, that published a serious-seeming essay in September of 2018 that claimed Facebook had been weaponized by Russian agents who wanted to sow political chaos and help Trump win in 2016. An effort, the author said, that had an astonishing impact. Never mind the preposterousness of claiming that a couple $100,000 in Facebook ads had an astonishing impact on the outcome of the 2016 election. There's never been a shred of evidence that Russian interference changed or altered a single vote in 2016. The fact is, the media elites believe these things for the same reason that David Brooks of the New York Times thinks Trump supporters are conspiracy theory-addled suckers. Because those guys at the New York Times are becoming irrelevant, they're losing power and influence, their status as members of the regime is uncertain, their entire regime seems to be collapsing, and they know it. So we're going to continue to see stories and commentary that soothe people like this New York Times writer and the New Yorker editor, that assures them that all is well, that credulous, mendacious Trump supporters have been put in their place, and that after a harrowing 4 years, all is once again as it should be. But we know that is a lie. We know it's the media elites who are the ones disconnected from reality. If any of them heard my conversation with Joe Piscopo in the hallway of AM 970, The Answer, in, the spring of 2016, they would have said we were just crazy. Well, I'm not crazy. I just listen really carefully to my audience, and I pay attention. And when you call me at 1-800-655-MIKE and you express frustration over the 2020 election, and you tell me how angry you are, I respect that, and I believe it. And I'm going to roll my sleeves up, and I'm going to fight even harder for the country I love.